decades for the God's name. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me.
Welcome to Rabcast. I'm Daniel Weiner. Much ink has been spilled, trees felled, pixels fired, documentaries crafted, and internet sites launched from the dissecting and debating of the assassination of John F. Kennedy. The 50 years since that fateful day in Dallas have little lessened the fervor and suspicion generated by this seminal event. Those mythological 1,000 days of Camelot met a mysterious, conspiracy-laden end reflective of their magic and our fantasies. Finding the connection between this solemn, controversial commemoration and the Torah portion of the week is not merely a matter of rabbinic creativity and license. As with most Torah portions, timeless insights continue to speak transcendently to the universality of the human condition. This week's Torah portion, Vayeshev, begins the cycle and saga of the Joseph story. The haughty braggart Joseph turns his talent for soothsaying into a jealous provocation of his brothers, who sell him into slavery and kickstart a tumultuous journey. Joseph is eventually ensconced as Pharaoh's right-hand man, just in time to rescue his family from famine and provide the basis for the Israelite presence in Egypt, the context for the Torah's most critical narrative arc: the Exodus, the revelation at Sinai, and the taking of the Promised Land. And so, if God planned and implemented this domino theology of Judaism, taking sibling jealousy and, through twists and turns, ultimately fulfilling the destiny of our people, what of Joseph's brothers? Are they as petty or even as evil as they are often portrayed, if they were merely acting out God's larger script? And what does this say about Jewish views of determinism and free will? Some in our tradition find answer in essentially splitting the difference. We possess the power and choice to do what we want, but God will often use our determined decisions and actions to promote a larger destiny. Fortunate is the person, according to one commentator, who can glean in the ups and downs of their lives the hand of God. But in confronting the implications of JFK's murder 50 years hence, a parallel opposing conclusion emerges. As Mick Jagger so soulfully put it to samba rhythms in the iconic tune Sympathy for the Devil, I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys, when after all, it was you and me. It is intellectually easy and psychologically comforting to externalize the larger forces of evil as the work of Satan or psychosis or an insidious cabal of power brokers. There is a grand and lucrative field of criticism of the Warren Commission report in our search for answers anywhere and sometimes everywhere, rather than accept that such a devastating, life-altering event could be the act of one little man, or more troubling still, rather than face our own collective responsibility. If the Joseph story teaches us to see divine providence in our daily actions, the JFK assassination compels us to search for larger, malicious forces of unchecked power and to confront the uncritical acceptance that enables such power to flourish. This mirror image of our relationship to larger forces, whether in the trials of Joseph's family as expression of God's vision for Israel, or in the vicious murder of a young president by a system we tacitly condone through our apathy and empower through our timidity, continues to challenge us to this day. But the most potent mirror is the one we hold up to our conscience and our will. hoping the image reveals something honest, something courageous, and something worth fighting for. Shabbat Shalom.